Once upon a time in a land far away, the name doesn't matter, there was a widow who was very poor and had no possessions except for a cow named Milky White and her only son, Jack. Jack was a curious, mischievous, and adventurous young fella, and he liked to help his mom around the house. Milky White was their only source of money, and every day Milky White would produce milk, and Jack would run to the market and bargain it and make money, and that's how the family was surviving at the time. The only problem was on this particular morning, Milky White all of a sudden stopped producing milk. So what good is it to the family anymore? It's not, and they need some money. So this is where the story starts. And Jack, being the adventurous person he is, tells his mother, Mom, can I take it and go bargain it at the marketplace? Well, I don't know, Jack. We need to make some money from this one. Oh, okay, Mom. Let me do it. So, the mother, being the nice person that she is, allows Jack to take the cow to the market. So Jack's strolling along on his way to the market. He's got the cow in his hand, and out comes the butcher. Where are you going, Jack? Well, I'm taking Milky White to the market. I'm about to bargain her off. Well, Jack, it's your lucky day, because I'm in desperate need of a cow right now to butcher and make some meat. What are you going to give me in return? How about these lucky beans, Jack? You may not know it now, but these beans, once planted, will bring you great fortune. Jack, being the excited fellow that he is, decides it's a good idea to run home and let his mom know exactly what happened. Mom, look what I got at the market today. Beans. Yeah, Mom, these beans are going to bring us great fortune. That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Go to your room with nothing to eat or drink. Sorry, Mom. Off to bed Jack went, not knowing what the real reason was for his mother not believing in the new beans. Well, during that night, the mom was so frustrated with the beans that she threw them out the window and was not very happy about it. The next morning, Jack wakes up, and normally he wakes up and sees nothing but bright sun from his window. And it wasn't raining on this morning, but it was dark out there. So he goes to the window, and just outside his window is a beanstalk. And he can't believe it. So, being the curious kid that he is, he decides it's a good idea to go climb the beanstalk. So, here he is climbing up. And now, he's up in the land of the giants. And he sees off in the distance, he sees a nice castle. And it's a big castle. Obviously, it's for giants. So, he goes up and he knocks on the door. And out comes this big lady, and she is the giant's wife. And she tells Jack, I don't think you should be around here. My husband would not be very happy with you. But please, ma'am, I haven't had any food since yesterday in the morning. Okay, come on in and I'll make you some breakfast. But you must hurry, because my husband will be back soon. Meanwhile, Jack goes in and starts having breakfast. And he hears a loud giant's wife says, hurry, hide this kettle over here. Hurry, before he sees you. Jack gets in the kettle and is scrunching his way in. He's kind of like this. He's stuffed into the kettle, which is on the stove, but the stove is not being heated at the time, so he's okay. Now, in comes the giant. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. The giant sits down at the table. Wife, bring me my golden coins. Yes, husband. The giant counts the money and soon gets bored and falls asleep. Jack jumps out of the kettle he springs into action, grabs the coins, and he runs back down the beanstalk. Getting to the bottom, he is now rich with golden coins, and he gives them to his mother. His mother is exasperated. She can't believe what he has done. So the family is well off for a while. But of course, you know Jack, he's very curious, and someday he will go back. That day happens to be 2 days later when he has nothing else to do. So he goes back, and this time he's dressed in different clothes. So guess what? The giant's wife does not recognize him. She said, "You need to go away from here. Last time a boy came, my husband's coins got stolen, and it was my fault because he blamed me and I knew about it." "Oh, I promise this won't happen, ma'am. I'm just really hungry. Will you make me some breakfast?" So she makes him breakfast. In the meantime, the same series of events happens. But this time, Jack doesn't hide in the kettle. He hides in the oven. And when the giant comes in, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." This time the wife says, I promise that there's no one else here. I didn't let anyone in." So the giant sits down. "Bring me my hen. Bring me my hen." The wife brings him the hen. She lays 3 golden eggs. Satisfied with the day's work of the hen, the giant soon falls asleep. Upon this time he falls asleep, Jack realizes that not to grab the eggs, but rather to grab the hen, because the hen will produce him more eggs and bring him more fortune, just like the butcher had promised him. This time, though, when he jumped out of the oven to grab the hen started making this noise, and the giant starts waking up, but Jack was quickly out the kitchen door and down the beanstalk before the giant could come get him. Jack, though, was not satisfied, as he had nothing else to do yet again the next day. So he climbs back up the beanstalk, and he's all the way to the top, and this time he knows the giant's wife will recognize him. So he sneaks around the back of the castle and sneaks into the kitchen unnoticed and hides in the oven. This time the giant's just sitting there at the table already, and he's listening to the great music of the golden harp. The golden harp was playing the most beautiful music that anyone could ever hear. The song was Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. While it was playing, the giant thought the melody was so good that he yet again fell asleep. So this time, Jack sees the golden harp that plays the most beautiful song. And he wants this to put in his bedroom. So he hops out of the oven. As he goes to grab the harp this time, the giant starts waking up because the harp says, "Master! Master, help! Help!" Giant gets up. He starts chasing, but Jack's already out the kitchen door. He's running. He's looking behind, and the giant's cutting the distance. So Jack, he gets to the beanstalk. He's on his way down. "Mom, Mom, fetch me my axe!" She meets him at the bottom with the axe. Giant and all, dead at the bottom of the stalk. No one knows what happened to the giant's wife, but everyone knows that the giant's dead, and now Jack and his mom will have great fortune and live happily ever after.